Hello and welcome to Chainsaw Valley. Farmers and loggers unite to take over the valley. Farmers have 23 fields to choose from, and loggers have tons of forest lands to choose from too. Together they can collect over 100 collectibles hidden throughout the entire map. And what a lovely looking map. This is the new map from FSG Modding and FSG DaVaR. Hope I pronounced that one right. The size of it is 70.72 megabytes to download. It is for all platforms, so PS, PS4, PC, Mac, Xbox. So yep, this ticks everybody's box. And this is nice. This is nice. I like this map. It is giving you something a little bit different, with the options of doing a few different things. There are, like it says, there are 23 fields on here, so if you want to do a bit of just field work, you can. If you want to do logging, there's plenty of trees, as you can see, to choose from. Or if you want to do a bit of both, it's there. So this is a good little map. This offers potential. There is potential here. This is not as hardcore, middle of the nowhere like stuff like Whole Macro was, if you remember that. It's not out in the wilderness. There are sell points available, and there is flattish ground as well that lines the river, as we'll have a look on the map. So you do have the option to create fields. You can do a bit of landscaping if you wish to as well. Obviously knock down some trees and do it that way. So plenty of options available to you. We're now just flying over what is our field, or one of our starting fields, I should say. This is where you will start as new farmer. What we'll do is we'll pop down, nice smooth landing, and we'll go and have a look at what we start with. Have a look at the map. There isn't much really, so this is going to be quite a quick one. There's a few sell points, and we'll go from there. Right, let's start here. We'll jump into the map, and we are currently centre-ish, centre north-east of the centre, in this little area here around fields 23 and 14, which you start with. Let's do that again. This way. Next take. Okay, so this is the map. We start off with fields 23 and 14, which in there highlighted in the blue. This is what you start with. There are, as you can see, a few fields dotted around by the river, bordering on the. Okay, start again. Okay. Right, this is our map. We are based around fields 23 and 14, which are there. If you can just see that, they're highlighted. As you can see, there are a few fields which they are all on the river banks by the looks of it. Like I said, it was 23 fields in total. So there's a few and various prices. It's field 10, 94, field 17, 31. 1196, field 13 is 101. Obviously you get a little bit of woods in that. Field 4, 108. So there are various prices. 47, a bit cheaper. 47. Obviously you can see that the wooded areas will be will be a lot more expensive. 204,000. But woods behind where you start is 878. I think the most expensive one is the top left, which is 1.2 million. There was 1.3 there. 1.3 is the most expensive. As you can see, there is various prices. 307, 308. The wooded areas tend to be obviously the more expensive. Alright, so like I said, we start on new farmer. This area here, we've got our farmhouse, water tank, silo down the road, or down the river. By the river, we've got your sawmill production chain, wood chips. Across the river, got a gas station. We'll drive past this way anyway. Vehicle shop, animal dealer, and Johnson's Farmers Market. So, like I said, there isn't much on the map as in sell points and so forth, but with the placeables that are available to you, you can do it yourself. You can carve out a piece of land and put some down. If we have a look to see what you start with, we don't start with any crops in the silo. As you can see, there are sell points available for certain items. There is not sell points for like some grapes and olives. You'll have to put that down yourself. Likewise, I think there is some other ones that are not available if I remember rightly. Biogas plant. There isn't a biogas plant on here, so we'll have to, if you do want to go down that route, you'll have to put one in yourselves. Same with grass, hay and straw. Diesel. There's bread. Flour is available, but yeah. So there are some things that are just be aware of when you do come on. Yeah, you see biogas plant. Lime. No selling point for lime, so you will have to place certain things down. It all depends on what you want to do, really. So, right, well, with that, what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at the starting equipment. Okay, so right, this is what you start with. We start with three tractors for a start, three medium tractors. We've got the John Deere 4755, John Deere 7810, and the Massey Ferguson 3670. So a good selection of tractors, to be honest with you. You know, we've got all just under 200 horsepower, really. So that is a good start. Harvester, good old DaVaR. Start with a pickup. Oops. Trailers, yep. Velga. Header, big one for the DaVaR. Cultivator, 2.5 meter cover. At the moment, you aren't going to need much bigger than that, I can imagine. Seeder, got 3 meter seeder. Nordston, good old Nordston. Got a header trailer and 2 weights. So you start off with the basic equipment, you know, with well, gives you the options. So what do I do? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll jump into. Let's crank that down a bit. Just so I don't speed it off into the distance. What we'll do is we'll go up the road here, cross over the river, and we'll drive down on the other side. Come on. Come on. Not sure. Alright. Okay, this is quite a lovely... It's like set in a valley, if you want, with a like mountainous sides on the side, just all running, sloping down towards the river. There is like flattish land which borders the river itself. Right, so this is the gas station. General gas station. Quite nice, might be a bit different, but I like it. It's very fitting. And what we'll do is we'll just drive the field to our right. There are some various houses, as you see up here. So if you don't want to start where you are on the farmer, there is houses dotted around the place which you could take over as being your starting farm. Obviously there are placeables as well, farmhouses and so forth, so you could trailers as well, I think there is, so there is scope to does remind me of like the Canada type area, you know, something like that. Or North America, definitely. Right, we are now at the shop. This is let's see, got the shop itself, the entrance. Very nice. Well, it's a nice big area as well, so if you do order some large equipment, definitely got space there for it to spawn in and so easily enough get access and in and out. Vehicle maintenance as well, if you need to do any repairs or customization. If you do crash something, this is where you'll spawn back to if you reset it as well. That is that. The vehicles do travel rather fast on this map, I have noticed. Whoops. Fire station. Just in case, it's a handy thing to have in the woods, I suppose. They're quite like these bridges that you get. They are very nice. Right, they're coming up onto the annual dealership. Just here. Larson's livestock. Ooh. Chainsaw. Right. Animal dealership. So you can pick up your animals from and order them if you want to. Creek. I'm blocking the way. That's quite nice. You got a field on the right. Quite a nice feature on our left. It doesn't serve any purpose, but it's just there as decoration, but looks nice. Oh, are we waiting? Are we waiting now? Come on, let's jump up. Well, it is quite nice. I just noticed, just now going under the bridge. If you do come in that, like, over here, as you'll see, there's a boat just drifting down the river. A log drifting off into the distance. Look. There you go. Like that. A very relaxing, calming feeling about this whole map, I think. Which is quite nice. Doesn't feel rushed or anything like that. You just feel like you're just going to sit down by the river and just fish for an afternoon. That's a house on the right. Oh, it does got that Yukon type feel about it. Right, and here we are. This is the farmer's market. Sell point is round the back. Sell points. One for grain, one for pallets. Go onto the road. Head back up towards our farm now that we start with. There's no farmer. Put a foot down a bit. Better not do it too much because otherwise I'll it's going to end in tears, isn't it? It's rather nice, isn't it? Obviously this is the main river on your left hand side that cuts through the map if you want, and then you've got like a side tributary going off, and down there is where the sawmill is. So what we'll do is we'll take that, then we'll come back up and have a quick look at our farm itself, because we've not had a look at that. Oh, actually we'll have a look at this first. So this is obviously, this is our silo on the left. our shed with one of our tractors in, trailer. Across there is field 23, field 14 is just down there. Just got run over by a van. Always look both ways when you cross the road. Very important. Unlike what I just done there. This is where we started from. This is the rest of our equipment in this shed here. Nice looking shed, a header, and a farmhouse. But as you can see, it's quite nice and flat here, so you know, you could level some ground, do some new fields, or you could just go ahead and just do a bit of logging. A bit challenging, some of them are quite steep, so I think it'll be straightforward. I think it'll be a bit of a task, but I think it's doable, definitely doable. This is our second of our fields coming up here on the left. This is field 14. Not massive fields, but you know, it's enough, isn't it? Get you going. Whoops. Just missed that bin. Another sawmill. A way station. Okay, you don't own this at the start. Sawmill. The logs go. See if you want a spanner there to buy it if you so desire. See what price it is. It is 100,000. And you got your wood chips there. There's a couple of barns over there, or one barn at least, anyway, open-ended. That is pretty much it. What I will do is I'll just go onto the map. If you click on to the farmland, this is obviously where you buy and sell your land. Click on the river, which incorporates actual area down here, so you can buy that for 0. And then you own a lot of land by the river. So if you wish to do a bit of logging, definitely the way forward, I would suggest. For 0 amount of cost. You do get a couple of our areas. Also get the so that might be something I would do definitely if I was to play this map. Definitely buy that. Well, that is. Ooh. What have we got in there? Ah. One of the collectibles. Well, that is it. It's a nice map. It is something different, and that's what I like about it. It gives you the options. You know, it's definitely that. You know, you can do farming. You can if you don't like logging, or you've not really done logging too much. It's a good way to start, I think. Be a good starting map for someone who hasn't done logging before. Likewise, a few veterans out there that do logging a lot. Definitely enough head to get your teeth into. Oh, that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, just a quick overview of the map. Nothing too in depth. You will get on there, find out a lot more than what I've shown you. We haven't touched on the areas. A lot of the areas in like the north and the east, northwest areas. You got to find out some things yourselves, haven't you? And that's the fun of it. Well, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. And see you later. Thank you very much. Bye.